Hello everyone. My topic for this informative speech is about hunting, which is the sense of stalking, capturing, and killing wild game. Today I'm going to inform you about the pros and cons of hunting and people's mixed feelings about hunting. I've completed research about hunting and I grew up around hunting. Growing up, my mom and dad both hunted for deer and I would occasionally tag along. I don't mind hunting as I see the positive aspects of it. Now my fiance hunts, but he hunts for deer, rabbits, squirrel, turkeys, pheasants, ducks, and more. After hearing my fiance's opinions about hunting, I understand it more now. My fiance hunts to provide meat for his family, and he doesn't show off the animals that he's killed. When he says he wants to hunt for bear, elk, moose, and other animals, my opinions kind of change. I have a graph on the hunter's perception of the deer population and the behavior. Okay, I like to begin my speech by first discussing the pros of hunting that I have found. My first pro of hunting is that hunting controls the population of wildlife and it's not a harmful activity. Hunting controls the growth of population in certain species. Take coyotes, for example. Coyotes are usually in every state and they're an overpopulated animal. Like Realtree mentions, historically speaking, deer populations decrease when coyote populations increase. When coyote populations decrease, deer populations rebound. Not only can coyotes cause damage, deer may cause damage. Botana says deer can cause a lot of damage in a short period of time. Deer eat any plant they encounter and move into communities to find food, safety, and cover from harm and weather. If you own any land or crops, deer could potentially ruin your land, which could cost you thousands of dollars. Another main point is that to be beneficiary to help people with a way of survival. Botana said hunting offers survival to those who may end up becoming lost, given that individual food resource they can use as they await rescue. Hunters can provide food for their families because they don't waste any of the animal usually. These are my citations of the pros of hunting. Now that we discussed the pros of hunting, we will now discuss the cons of hunting. Some hunters make hunting not for a living or survival but as a sport. Botana also mentions modern hunting has evolved into a sporting opportunity where some hunters even pose with their kill without regard for what happens to the carcass. Trail hunting for the sake of doing so shows an overall lack of respect for nature. Some hunters' intentions are to get meat from the animals that they killed, but some of their intentions are also to brag about the animals that they killed, which could result in being called trophy hunting. The website Action says wealthy trophy hunters travel far and wide to kill the rarest and most iconic animals, such as elephants, leopards, giraffes, or lions, close solely to obtain trophies, heads, hides, or pelts, and whole animals to stuff, skin, and hang on a wall. Trophy hunting is extremely cruel and exaggerates the decline of many species. When hunting, there's a possibility that you'll miss your shot and shoot the animal in the wrong place. A wrong shot in the body could lead to the animal suffering and having an injury. If you miss where you're trying to shoot at on the animal, that animal could suffer and not die instantly, which results in you having to make another shot so the animal isn't suffering. If the animal takes off after you shoot it and you can't find the animal, then the animal obviously has an injury. The animal having an injury causes the animal to continue living in pain, which causes an infection or early dying. Botana says some injuries may even cause the animal to no longer be suitable for human consumption. Any injury can cause suffering. Should the animal continue living, that suffering could be prolonged for an unknown period of time. This is my citations for the cons of hunting. Now we discuss the cons of hunting, we will now discuss people's mixed feelings about hunting. Some hunters mentioned on a hunter's thread that while they enjoy having meat and enjoying going to hunt, they mentioned taking an animal's life is not their favorite part. One hunter on the website Ohio Sportsman, named Pyro Husband, mentioned that he's trying to get his kids to understand the importance of hunting by having the emotion and remorse of hunting and killing an animal. He also mentioned that he can't kill a doe when her fawns are with her. For every deer I harvest, I thank the Lord for the blessing and opportunity and feel remorse that nearly makes me feel as though I can't do it again. But then I find myself anxious to get back out as soon as I can. Another hunter named Billman63 commented on the thread saying that if he ever loses the feeling of remorse he gets when killing an animal, then he will quit hunting. Some other hunters also commented about the sounds a deer makes when dying. They let out a loud bellow sound which causes some hunters to feel upset that they didn't make a clean shot, so now they have to make another shot. One hunter has his own blog named Outdoor Life. He gives his opinion on why he hunts. The first 3 reasons why he hunts is the challenge, meeting new people, and he enjoys having a taste of freedom. He gets a challenge by exploring the state he's hunting in, going on new trails, and the competitiveness. He likes meeting new hunters because he creates memories and learns about new spots he can hunt. Well, these are my citations for mixed feelings about hunting. In conclusion, I'd like to close with the following statements. We've looked at the pros of hunting, the cons, and the hunter's mixed feelings. I hope I've successfully informed you about why hunting is beneficial due to helping populations and a way of survival. The con of hunting by hunting, trophy hunting, and not getting a clean shot. I see both views of hunting because it's providing meat and helping populations. But I don't like trophy hunting, and to me it should be banned. I apologize for coughing during my speech as I'm currently trying to get over the flu. Have a nice night.